Hello, everybody. So yesterday was a really eventful day, and I thought it warranted its own video to talk about what happened. So you can probably already kind of tell in the title, like it kind of sums up the whole situation. But we have terrible news, horrible news, and amazing news. I was gonna say bad and good news, but that doesn't really capture it. So let's start with the terrible news first. Nikita died yesterday. I know she seemed really healthy, and we thought so too. We even took her to a vet at one point just to check her up, and the vet was like, "No, this is actually a very, very healthy cat for her age." But she had a heart attack or something of the sort. We don't really know exactly what it is, but the vet said the most likely thing was a heart attack. Um, and she died last morning. She seemed fine just a few minutes before it, and then she just, I don't know. It took like 2 minutes. We responded as quickly as we could. I instantly called the vet, made an appointment for right now. We grabbed her, started running. Well, she already was unconscious by that point. But we grabbed her, we started running towards the vet. Took us maybe 15 minutes to respond. And by respond, I mean actually get her into the hands of a vet, and it wasn't in time. She died, and there was really nothing we could do. Again, we responded as quickly as we could. It wasn't really that nice, which is really the thing that bothers me. So the thing is, like, we knew this was gonna happen sooner rather than later. Well, we didn't expect it to be this soon, of course, because again, we thought she was really healthy. But she was 14 years old, and we took her to and we took her in knowing that it's an old cat and she's not gonna be with us for ever. But it still was very much a surprise. Only thing that I wish went differently is, like, of course I'm sad that she died, but I just wish she could have died. She seemed in pain. She seemed scared and confused. It took like 2 minutes. Then she was out, and I don't know if she died right then and there or if it took a little bit longer. But it was too quick for us to do anything. Either way, right? So I guess that kind of leads into the good news. Like, that leads straight into the good news, actually. So we took her to the vet. The vet confirmed that there was nothing we can do. And then, right after that, we had Miki's appointment with the government to see if her visa gets extended. She had a job recently at a cosmetics store, but the government didn't approve of that job. So we tried again, and we tried to have her be working for me still, which is what was happening before, but have her be working for me and then extend her visa that way. And we applied for a visa for 1 year. We go there, and we thought it was some sort of interview, but it wasn't at all. It was just straight up, hey, your visa got extended for 2 years. And I'm like, I didn't even realize it at first. I didn't like properly process it. But Miki was like, did you hear that? I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, your visa got accepted. She's like, no, 2 years. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, that means she gets to stay in Germany for 2 more years without having to worry about anything. Not only that, but they also told us, if she works for me for another year, then she can apply for just a general working visa, which means that she doesn't have to work for me anymore, and she can just get a regular job, which that's really good news. That is really good news. I'm really, really happy about that. So yeah, this kind of leads back into bad news, I guess. Because of this interview coming up right after Nikita died, we couldn't really take her body along. Like, we wouldn't have had time to, like, go and bury her anyway. We don't have a garden where we can do it in. We don't have any place nearby where we could have done it. I do know, like, my grandfather has a big piece of land where we could have done it, where we could have buried her, where, you know, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird, but a lot of our family's pets are buried there. I would have liked to take her there, but that wasn't an option. It was a really hot day. We would have had to keep her in the house, and that seemed disrespectful to me. So the vet offered a second option, which is we can take her, or well, we can leave her here, and then they are gonna give her to a crematorium, and they are gonna cremate her, which is what we went with. We got the bill for that today. It's gonna cost us like 350 euros. Didn't expect that either. I mean, I expected it to cost maybe $100, but not 300. Well, at least we're gonna have a nice little urn that we can then go and bury. But yeah. So that's kind of shitty, especially, you know, with my income dropping recently, and it hasn't recovered at all. But, well, what can I do, right? So that's kind of what happened yesterday. So, yeah. I'm sad about Nikita, but she was old. Again, I really only wish she could have gone with a little less pain. But at the very least, it was over quick. Right? That's the good news, I guess. And then Miki gets to stay with me. She gets to stay in Germany for 2 years without any problems. And in a year, she can just go and get a job wherever she wants. And I think that's also really fantastic. That's really good news. I'm very happy about it. Now, of course, we are currently pretty sad. Nikita was a big part of the family. Like, she was a really loving cat. Like, she always wanted to be pet. She always wanted to be around you. You guys know how I often called her the worst cat in the world. But that was really just her wanting attention, because she just wanted to be with us. And as such, it does feel like an empty house right now. It feels like we're missing something here. I don't know. So we're pretty sad. I'm not sure how much I'll be streaming in the immediate future. I'm gonna try to get some streams done at least. YouTube is gonna continue as usual, although I may upload a little bit less, but there will still be a video every day. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought this kind of warranted its own video. Please try to be respectful in the comments. If you guys aren't gonna be respectful, I'm just gonna turn them off. That's all I ask. I already had people make very disrespectful jokes on Facebook, and I don't need that again. Just try to be nice. That's all I ask. Yeah. So, life continues. And, guess I'll see you guys. Actually, okay, let me bring up one more thing. I know this sounds a bit early to talk about, but we're probably gonna get a new cat. Right? Like, this is not meant to be, like, disrespectful to Nikita. We're gonna miss her very much. But the reason why we got her in the first place is so Noah has somebody to play with. Which, that worked, and he was much happier, and he came home much more often, and everything I wanted to achieve by having a second cat worked out great. So we're probably gonna get another cat in the not too distant future for Noah. Probably another girl, but probably a kitten this time. Miki doesn't want an old cat again. I personally would be okay with it, but I understand why she doesn't, and that's fine with me. So, yeah. I'll see you guys around. Have a good day.